Hi everyone. This screencast is going to talk about using Form 3 or the lesson plan form for your field experience. They have it nicely formatted to fit on one page. Having written lesson plans myself, I appreciate that one page is not going to do it. So if you want to work within the column format, you may. If you find that that hinders you, just make sure you copy and paste the items that are included under each column and put them into a different document so that it will be easy for me and for Sheila to identify where you've put each section of your work. So the main components of the lesson planning form is a place for you to list your professional goal and what your instructional target is, which is probably going to be a core curriculum objective. And then the main details over here on the left include the basic components of the lesson. How will you open? What is the actual instruction that will be happening? What is the assessment that you will be doing, and how you close? But notice there's a lot of text in here that is prompting you to make sure that not only are you listing the activities you will do and the activities your students will do, you're making a connection then to explain why these are good for gifted students. So it should be clear in your opening how that establishes a reason for learning. Perhaps it's a thinking skill and you want to talk about why that's important for gifted learners. So while you don't need to include paragraphs and paragraphs of information, you do need to have a sentence, a phrase in each of your main sections that talks about the differentiation that's happening, that talks about the higher level thinking that's happening, that talks about all the things that we know that are good for gifted learners, so that it's not just activities, but it's tied to your pedagogy, your plan for instruction. After you have written up your lesson plan, then you will teach the lesson with students. There's a section afterwards where you would do some reflecting. So the questions here, again, you can take these out of the column format and you can just write a few sentences under each, and that will help to get you ready for your post-conference discussion with Sheila when you have that during one of your lessons that she observes. There's also a section here to talk about learning or lack of learning and what is your evidence for that. So just like we're asking students to provide evidence in their writing and in their work, you're going to provide evidence of how you know that students learned or did not learn the skill. And it would be good if you then wrote next steps. If the students learn the skill, what comes next? Students didn't learn the skill, how do you manage that? I also forgot to mention that there's a quick section here for materials for you to list those. So basically, probably when you normally are writing your instructional plans, you're great with the objective, you're great with what the teacher will do, what the students will do, but you may not always make that tie-in to pedagogy, to purpose. So reflect on what these comments say here and make sure you include that detail into your lesson plans as you're writing them. Okay, I'll see you in class. Thanks very much.